Alrighty, looks like we have Activision Blizzard Walkout organizers respond to Bobby Kotick's statements. This morning, Walkout organizers released a statement in response to Bobby's thing. We just did a video on this. I thought it was pretty damn good. I thought there was some political bullshit posturing in it, but I thought it was pretty good. I'm not a big fan of Bobby's, but he acted like a fucking manager. On the evening before our employee walkout, Blizzard leadership released a statement apologizing for their harmful responses to last week's lawsuit. We were pleased with the collective voices opening a letter with thousands of signatures had blah 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 blah. Activision's response did not address the following: the end to force arbitration for all employees. What does that mean? Arbitration? I'm gonna look that up because I'm not smart enough to know that word. Arbitration is a different median from the natural arbiter. Has the authority to make about the dispute. Okay. So the forced arbitration for all employees. Well, I mean, you have to have managers. You have to have managers. Worker participation in oversights of hiring and promotion policies. No, I don't agree with that either. Yeah, I mean, you work as a worker to get promoted to a manager, and then the managers are able to make the promotion and the hiring. Otherwise, it's just a popularity contest. It needs to be based on merit. It needs to be based on the people who are doing the best job. The problem is that the people who were choosing who did the best job and who had merit were corrupt as fuck. That was the problem. The need for greater pay and transparency to assure quality. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I agree with that. Yeah, you should know what everybody's getting paid for the same fucking job. And the pay should be competitive to make sure that you keep the good people who are at the job happy, and you should get rid of the shitty people. 100%. Same with every company anywhere. Employee selection of a third party to audit HR and other company processes. He did say that though. He did, because maybe he didn't say that specifically, but he was talking about the use of third parties in relation to HR issues. Maybe not to audit HR, but I think that's something that could definitely be on the table. Today's walkout will demonstrate that this is not a one-time event or that our leaders can ignore. We will not return to silence. We will not be placated by the process that led us to some point. This is the beginning of an enduring movement for the better labor conditions for all employees, especially women, in particular women of color and transgender, non-binary people, and marginalized groups. Okay, but here's where we start getting into some weird shit, because this feels more like a union negotiation than it does about basic civil liberties that people should have. The fact that, to my knowledge, people weren't targeted for being transgender, people weren't targeted for being non-binary, and they weren't targeted for as a marginalized group other than being attractive women. That was the only group that was consistently marginalized, that was targeted. So the women make sense, but you should be pushing for everyone in the company, because everyone has been in shitty work conditions, and the women that were specifically harassed, that's a group that needs better protection, obviously. But these other ones just seem like they were thrown in here for political posturing, which is not only disrespectful to that type of group, but the people that weren't included as well, because then you're devaluing the actual no shit real life issues that they've been facing. So I don't like this at all. To be honest with you, it seems like you're trying to get as much as you can out of this. So I don't know about this one, guys. We expect a prompt response and commitment action from the leadership points, and look forward to maintaining a constructive dialogue on how to build a better Activision Blizzard for all employees. Today we stand up for change. Tomorrow and beyond, we will be the change. This feels shady. I'm gonna be honest. This feels shady. This feels like you're trying to to use the goodwill that people have for you and the bad will that people have against Blizzard to try and get as much as you can out of the company, while also at the same time virtue signaling for shit that at least to my knowledge isn't really part of this conversation. I don't like that. Genuinely bad things happened, and we need to be focused on those. Okay, this is not a game where we try and see who's the most right and who's the most good here. We need to do things because people are actually fucking hurting.